Right, so hey everyone and welcome back to another budget photography video. Now, the quality of this video is a bit weird, and I apologise for that, because this is my mobile, this is my Huawei, filming at 1080p. I normally film on this, but not everyone who wants to make a YouTube channel has the finances to be able to afford a camera, whether that be one of these or one of these. Now this obviously is a DSLR. Not everyone can afford it. So what does everyone have in their pockets? Well, mobile phones, and mobile phones are one of, if not the most popular camera that a person has with them. And you know, you can get phones with different kinds of lenses on them. This one here has a wide angle, a normal and a telephoto. But not everyone has the luxury of having 3 cameras. So what do you do then if you can't afford to get a flagship phone? Because to be fair, flagship phones are pretty damn expensive, even for me. This is a mid-range phone. This is not the Pro, this is just the normal one. So what do you do? Well, you can buy accessories for your phones. Now, accessories range from really cheap to really rather expensive, to the point of where you may as well just buy a dedicated camera. So I went to one of my local pound shops the other day, and I was just walking around, just browsing with the little one, and I came across something for mobile photography, and that is a lens. Yes, a lens for 99p. Well, a pound. That's just nuts. I mean, if you buy a lens for a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, you're looking at £400 or £500 for a decent one. You know, £100 for a Canon 50mm. So how can you buy a phone lens for a pound? Well, that's exactly what I did. And here it is. That is the pound shop lens. So I thought I'd test it out and see how it actually is. So right now I'm in a kind of controlled environment, so I don't really want to use this lens in here. But I'm going to go outside, we're going to go to the lake, we're going to probably go to the woodlands maybe, get some pictures, get some video and some B-roll shots of it, just to see how good or bad this thing really is. I mean, it's 99p to a pound. How bad can it really be? I mean, it's made of metal, it's got a fairly decent clip. How bad can it be? Let's go and find out. Right, so I've come out to my local lake now, and I've got this locked off onto a tripod. I've got my equipment just there, my DSLR is literally just there. Pan around. So this is the normal view of what my phone can normally see. And then if I go into the ultra wide, that's the ultra wide. Now that is a pretty damn good field of view. There's my hand for a phone camera. I don't actually know what millimeter this is, but that's pretty damn good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the normal camera, not the wide angle, and I'm going to put this lens on. So if I just click that, so we'll go back to 1 times, take off the lens cover, and then I need to figure out which one is which. So there it is, and then I need to adjust it so it's right on there. There we go. So that is on correctly, and to be fair, image quality, just looking at it like this, is pretty poor. I mean, you've got some vignetting on the right hand side and on the left bottom side, quite severe vignetting. And then I've actually tested this lens out before, to be fair, and if I go into my ultra wide, we get, oh, that's still not on the right lens, we actually get that because of how wide both lenses are. So you get a fisheye basically, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's okay. I mean, obviously you've got all of the vignetting around there, but you could crop in if you really wanted to later on. But even for £1, this just isn't very good. I mean, if we look at the sides just around here, you can see my camera trying to focus on my finger. There's so much like chromatic aberration around the sides of the lens itself that it's just not very good quality. And it would be a good effect if like there wasn't so much distortion, I should say, not chromatic aberration. If there wasn't so much distortion around the actual lens itself here. I wonder what would happen if I take that off and put that to that one and then start zoom. Whoops. Okay, that has not worked out whatsoever. That is the telephoto lens. I've just tried to put it on. So, there we go. Hang on. There we go. So you can use it on a telephoto if you have one on your phone, but yeah, I really wouldn't advise it at all. Like, at all. It's just wow. The lens quality of this lens is crap. Let's take it out of the tripod and have some walk around shots. So there obviously is more of my equipment, and I film around here actually quite a lot, and it is very windy, so I'm having to hold the microphone really close to my mouth right now. But you can see it's all blurry around the left hand side on the building just there, and it's just not working at all. Oh, I've lost, there we go. I mean, this just isn't really even worth it. I mean, obviously because I have in-body stabilization on the camera, it's on the phone itself, this is still pretty smooth footage. So yeah, but I really would not advise getting this lens. You know, I've been meaning to do this video for a while now. So if I do that same walk actually without this lens, and I'll do it in the ultra wide and the normal. So if I take the lens off now, so there's the lens. So this is currently in the telephoto, so I'm just going to change that out right the way out to the wide. And I believe both of the cameras that I've got on here do actually have optical image stabilization, so it should still be pretty damn smooth. Go right the way to there, and then we'll change it now to the normal camera, and that's what we get. So yeah, actually I have lost some image stabilization, to be fair, I won't lie. But yeah. So would I advise buying this lens, this £1 lens? Hell no. Do not buy this lens, like at all. The quality of this lens is just crap. It's always going to be distorted, there's probably going to be some chromatic aberrations and just a load of work in post that is just not really worth it. And considering the fact that this is really aimed at someone that just wants to put the lens on their phone and just get on with what they are doing. They just want to put it on their lens, on their phone, sorry, and take the picture, take the video, and then just move on with their day. There's better lenses out there, a lot better lenses that you can buy than this piece of junk. I'm going to throw it in the bin behind me. To be fair, I didn't actually have too high expectations for that lens, purely because it is a 99p lens. So my expectations were already pretty low, but I was expecting some kind of quality out of said lens, but it just, my expectations were here, and the actual performance of said lens was just down here, and I kind of feel like I've wasted £1. It's only £1, but I could have got a drink with that. Anyway guys, thanks for joining me in this video. Everything apart from the B-roll shots that you saw of the lens was shot on my phone and with the lens. There was no extra cameras. As I said, the B-roll was shot on my 5D Mark II. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.